9-0.
9-0. 9-0.
9-0. Clean
We're back.
sheet. No, it was a big week, man.
Yeah.
Big bounce back week.
Yeah.
After the heartbreak that was week one.
Could be 17-3, folks.
Could be. Could be.
Dirty beat, but
could be. Just to do a recap for those that didn't listen. Week one, I think we were 8-3 going into the Monday nighter, which was the play of the week, and we had that dirty Bills loss to the Jets, where we were up 10-3 the entire game. Yeah. We could have taken a missed field goal and lose. The Bills would have lost the game, but we would have won the bet.
Just needed a tackle on that punt return, and they would have kicked the field goal.
But that's the way it goes, and you live to fight another day, and we had a bounce-back week. The one we needed, 9-0, clean sheet. That brings us to 9-11, which is great. And I think we just keep rolling, man, because our track record, we usually get a couple of these clean sheets in a row, so who knows?
Last year, 28 in a row.
Yeah.
28-0, 4 weeks in a row.
I mean, baby steps. Let's just focus on what's in front of us right now. So, week 3, I think we got 7 plays. We're going back to old reliable, it sounds like. But anything we wanted to touch on to wrap week 2? Any surprises?
Oh, how about the call with Seattle, folks?
Oh, that was big.
Come on. Do I watch this stuff or not? I told you, Seattle, that is the NFL. Teams look so good one week and so bad the next week. It is about matchups. It's about this week to week. So what I told you, I said, I love Seattle last week, and I said they could win even possibly straight up. They went into Detroit as a 5-point dog and won straight up.
That went to overtime, right?
Went to overtime.
Yeah, good game.
Still won straight up. Yeah. But overall, really good. Easy winner for us, guys. The Bills, although it didn't look great at the start, covered by 28 points. They just
that's right. It was Bills, Raiders. That was the play of the week.
We didn't have to sweat one game. Steelers won straight up. Chargers, a little bit, but they still lost in overtime by 3. We weren't sweating at all. Every game was a clean sweep. We had about 10 points in a lot of them. We got money line winners out of Baltimore. I called them at 10.5, and they won money line straight up. Seattle, 5, we brought up to 12, or 4.5, sorry, we brought up to 11.5, they won straight up. Indianapolis was a dog, and they went in and won by like 20 points. So, we had a good week. It was a nice, clean 9-0.
What's so funny about this strategy is we go all in on the one team because it can just as easily go 0-20. Podcast is done. We're out. Instagram, flush it. But we live to fight another day. Just slowly exit out. But we're back in it, man. We're alive, 9-11, with a chance to get back above 500. I like that we're not doing too many plays. We got a nice, modest 7. It's still a lot of action on the board, obviously. Let's jump into it, man. What do we like for week 3? Give us the play of the week.
Start with the play of the week. And we're going back to those dirty Bills.
This is a Buffalo Bills podcast.
No, okay, so it is. I spend a lot of time with the Bills. I'm around the radio for 8 hours a day. I'm working outside sales, so I'm listening to this stuff all the time. I know the injury reports, the ins and outs, the matchups, all this stuff. I promise you, we find value. This isn't just a Bills take it. Next week, I can guarantee you we will not be on the Bills. We are actually at the game. Yeah. We're at the game, Bills in Miami. I don't like Bills versus Miami. I'm very nervous with that. I will not be taking Bills there. It doesn't matter what the spread is, what the value. I promise you, this would be the last Bills play, at least for the first 3 weeks. Bills are in Washington. This is a team, Washington, that... think of Denver. Denver lost to Vegas by 1. They lost to Washington by 2. Both games are in Denver at home. Bills just beat the Raiders by 28 points. I'm comfortable here. The Bills cannot lose here. We had that letdown game with the Jets. Josh Allen has been proven after one of these games, he goes on a 4-5 game tear. He's AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Remember, that's a good call from last week. I called that Josh Allen always bounces back. Yep. And sure enough, he was Offensive Player of the Week for AFC, his 11th time, actually, that he won it. Only Patrick Mahomes has won 9 in his career. So this year, we got a good superstar here in Buffalo. Anyway, This is our play of the week. They go into Washington. They get it done. It's not going to be anywhere near 38-10 that they just beat Vegas, but they will get this done. I promise you. The only thing I was looking at, would this be a trap game?
It screams trap game to me. It does.
And the look ahead, but it won't be. I promise you guys.
But it won't be because they already got
They already got beat with the trap.
Kicker.
They just got. They can't afford any more of these.
Yeah.
This is done. If they lost to Washington here and then went home and lost to Miami, we are looking at a 1-3 start, an 0-2 start in the AFC, and essentially the division is a wrap, and they are out because you have Miami, who's now 4-0 with a 3-game lead and a tiebreaker on them.
Yeah, you're right, Dan. So if the Bills, hypothetically, if they won the first game against Jets and then won the second game against the Raiders, I would not touch this game. This is a typical stinker game for the Bills. But because they got that one out of the way with the Jets, they lost. I'm with you, man. I think they roll, and they're on a mission. They're on a mission.
Here's the other stinky point. Washington home field sucks. Team, if you're going to hear more, let's go Buffalo. Hey, you're going to hear more of that in Washington than their own fans cheering for them. Buffalo travels very well. They will be fine. Washington has the second worst home attendance other than Jacksonville in the last 8 years. We're not worried about them. This isn't even a home game for Washington. Not worried about it at all. Bills go in and cover. I will say a sneaky, up until this whole week, I wanted Seattle at home to Carolina as my play of the week. I love it. They're 6.5, bringing them to a +0.5. I think Seattle rolls. It's not a problem. It is one of the plays, but that was my other play of the week. At the end of the day, going back to my Bills.
Okay, go with the Bills. They just need to win. Just win.
Straight up.
Just win.
We're taking it again. Bet99. A FanDuel, all this stuff. You can get it from -150, these plays. I had a player that plays with us and follows us, Blair, shout out. He did some research. He found PointsBet, who we know they're an executive there. They actually offer -127 on 7-point teasers. So thanks, Anya Blair, for finding that out. Maybe we'll move to that, but right now we're going to maybe do a share screen.
Yeah, Bodog is actually pretty decent as well.
Bodog too? Okay, because we're getting stuck a little bit with they're raising 7-point teasers. Maybe they know Minion's opinions is out there. But it always used to be -120, -130 tops. And now we're playing -150. It's a joke. So anyway, we're going to let's shop around. Shout out to Blair for finding PointsBet and sending that in. -127, he's saying, on that book. So maybe Adrian's Bodog can find something better as well.
Let's take a look at this. There's a 2-game that he's getting?
2-game 7-point teaser.
-140 on Bodog.
-140. See how it changes, though? This is 10 points, team. If you're betting $100, that's $10.
Yeah.
Okay, $1,000, that's $100. This is a lot. That's a lot of juice. Okay, this is why the lines. This is why Minion's opinions, as always preached, have 2 or 3 bucks for lines, for this kind of scenario, for juice that you're paying, for interest, all that stuff. Okay.
All right. Okay, let's jump into it. So we're taking the Bills over the Commanders. What are we pairing it with?
7 games.
Okay.
First game. Chargers. We're bringing the Chargers at Minnesota. This is a monster game. This is the game to watch this week. You have a Vikings team and a Chargers team, both 0-2. Winner or losers 0-3. They're pretty well out of it. Come on. So Chargers right now, it really depends. I just find this going to be a close game. It really depends.
Sorry, what's the spread? Who needs to win?
+5. +0.5 for Chargers.
Okay.
If it was a so we're taking the Chargers from a +5, +0.5 to a +7.5. If it was the reverse, if it was Minnesota +0.05 and getting them at 7.5, I take them. This again is seeing the matrix and kind of weeding through the lines. 7. Whoever's giving me 7.5 in this game, I'll take it. It's going to be close. It's going to be no team's going to win by 10 here.
It's a dirt bowl.
If it is, it's going to be the Chargers because they're better. Chargers are going to blow their season on an 0-3 and lose by 10 or more here. It's not going to happen.
You like the Chargers. I think that.
I know, but they've hit both games for us. We've done well with the Chargers.
Coach is a loser.
Coach is a loser. The whole team's a bunch of losers. The Chargers just charge. They suck. That's what they do. They're horrible. Anyway, we're going Bills and Chargers. We're going Bills in San Francisco tonight. We're taking them from the 10.5 down to 3.5, -3.5. You have considerable players out for the Giants. I have no problem here. San Francisco is not a team that overlooks people. They usually roll them. Why they don't overlook this kind of stuff is because they run the ball really well, team. So when teams run the ball really well, they just naturally, you can't screw that stuff up. It just roll teams.
Yeah. You want to hear stat on
Sure.
Danny Dimes in prime time? 1-11 overall. 0-3 on Thursday nighters. Say no more.
Just like we hit the Cousins last week to start us up on Thursday night. Remember, team?
Yep.
With the Philly. We had Philly brought them up. Easy winner. So Bills, Chargers. Bills, San Francisco. Bills, Seattle. Like I told you, you're getting that Seattle from a 6.5 down to a +0.5. They're going to win at home to Carolina. Seattle, like you said earlier, they had their trap bad game with the Rams. They got their ass beat. They will be back. They're going to be ready. They will beat. You're looking at a Bryce Young kid going into the Seattle trap, that 12-man crowd.
He does not look good.
No, did you see that video where he was lined up to the side and the running back pushed him? Like, dude, you're not even over the center.
He looks small. He looks confused.
Yeah, now he's going into the 12th man in
I like it.
in Seattle.
Pete Carroll's going
to love it.
Yeah.
Okay, Bills, Seattle. Bills, Jacksonville. Jacksonville, come on, guys. You are a 8.5 at home to Houston. Just get it done. You're trying to be a top team. You got to beat this. Even though it's interdivision, this team is dog. You know what? You're getting it from an 8.5 down to a 1.5. It's a no-brainer. Just take it. If I get beat by Jacksonville, if they lose to Houston at home, I'll take it. I'll take my lumps. But then I know Jacksonville's absolute crap, and they are not a Super Bowl contender.
Yep.
Right now, I'm a little worried. Jacksonville is the worst offense in the NFL by yards per play. I'm a little worried about that. It gets cleaned up this week.
Okay.
Bills and Pats. Oh, those dirty little Pats. They are not looking great, but they're in games. They played in Philly, or they played with Philly well. They covered the spread. Actually, no, they didn't. They lost by 5. But they covered, we had Philly there. But anyway, they had 2 chances at the end to win that game. They even looked decent against Miami. If they didn't have fumbles and stuff late, they had a chance. Pats play. Belichick knows the Jets.
Yeah, they're playing the Jets.
Well.
Yeah.
They know them well. You picked it like this week of the pick'em. I would take him straight up as a pick'em, but I also, when you're giving me -2.5 to a +4.5, this game is dirty. It is going to be dirty under. Take the Pats at the +4.5 with the Bills. Pittsburgh. We're taking Pittsburgh in Vegas Sunday night. We are taking this team and this defense. This is a defense play. Pittsburgh, they don't look great on offense. Matt Canada sucks. He's the worst offensive coordinator in the whole bloody league. But they're going to go on the road and they're going to show. Their defense will show. Their offense, maybe it's a little bit of a break to get away from Pittsburgh. Get away from the distraction. I think that's it, man.
Kenny Pickett is not that bad of a QB,
no,
but he
looks
not. Confused. He looks awful, yeah.
This team, I hate that it's 2.5. Team, please, if you can find a 3 out there and it gets to 10, please take it. Right now it's 2.5. We'll play the lower number because we're not crooks here.
So they're dogs on the road.
They're +2.5. We'll take it to 9.5. I would love that 10, but whatever. I'm comfortable with the 9.5. Last play. Bills and the Detroit Metro Lions here. We are taking them from the -3.5 to a +3.5 at home to the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah.
Atlanta had their nice win. It's a great story. Bijan Robinson. Oh yeah, this video looks like a video game. Great. Enjoy your 2-0. You're about to go into Motown and get your ass beat.
Yep.
You're going to take a team that just got their ass beat by Seattle and got a real wake-up call, and Dan Campbell was firing off at them that we just ate humble pie. Well, that humble pie is going to get all crapped out on Atlanta this week. You wait for it,
on those birds.
Yeah, on those birds. We're taking them from Detroit's just got to win this game. They will win it. We even got a field goal to play with. Even if they lose, big deal. They have 3 points.
No,
okay?
I like it. Atlanta's so good, man. Like,
they're not good.
They can't throw the ball.
They were losing by 12 to Green Bay at home, and they barely squeaked that out. Their first game, they beat Carolina at home, which was garbage. Both games are garbage. They're not going to go to Detroit. Again, this is a tell-me game. Just like Jacksonville. If Detroit loses to Atlanta at home, bye. Yeah. You're garbage. You're garbage. You hear me, Detroit fans? You got nothing. You're back to the early 90s. You're just junk. If you can't beat this Atlanta team at home, you're done. So I don't even want to hear about Dan Campbell. I don't want to hear about anything. Especially if you can't even lose by 3 or less. They're even worse.
Hey,
we're safe.
Same could be said about the Bills in Washington.
Don't even. So it could be 17-3. Anyway, team, here we go. Recap. Bills, Chargers, Bills, San Francisco, Bills, Seattle, Bills, Jacksonville, Bills, Patriots, Bills, Pittsburgh, Bills, Detroit. Again, 7-point teasers. If you need help, do you have it queued up? The show?
Yeah, sure.
Let's do it. Let's do a quick share screen again. Again, we shared it in week 1 to show you all what you're doing.
All right.
This is Bet99, but you can use many other ones.
All right, so we want to take what? The 49ers tonight?
Take the 49ers tonight and the Bills.
Okay. Let's go find our Bilbo. Cool. And then you'll see the bet slip here. 2-team parlay. The thing that is beautiful about Bet99, super easy.
Yeah.
They got the straight bet, the parlay, the teaser. That's what we want.
Yeah.
They give us the option of the 6 game or the 6 point, the 6.5, or the 7. We're always running 7s.
We're always running 7s just because the numbers. I see the numbers better. If you feel confident that you can run the 6, you get better odds. But don't come blame me if you lose on a point or whatever, a point or a half point.
No,
I'm not responsible for that. I give you the plays on the 7.
Yep, we give the plays on the 7, so you can see what the original spread was. For example, San Francisco originally 10.5 here in parentheses, down to a -3.5. Buffalo was a 6.5 down to a +5. So 7 point, place it, you're good to go.
And that's it. Then you do Bills, Chargers, Bills, done.
Boom.
Jacksonville. Keep going through. Great job, Adrian.
Awesome. All right.
Perfect.
Cool. Well, that's it, man. 7 good plays this week. I feel good about what's going on. Coming off a clean sheet, 9-0.
Yeah.
All right. If you want to follow the action, get real-time pings, alerts about what we're up to, subscribe to our YouTube channel. You'll get the ping whenever the pod goes up. Follow us on Instagram. We're being a little bit more active these days. We'll be sharing the pics.
Stories are great. Love Insta,
We'll be sharing the pics on Instagram as well if YouTube is not your thing. So you know where to find us. We'll be here every Thursday. Enjoy.
Let's go, team.